Welcome to Vision MBA. Now, we will understand how to prepare for CMAT GK section. Now, I know there are many students they decided and they have already enrolled themselves for the CMAT examination. But then, CMAT examination is going to present a challenge to students who are not prepared for this section. And there are many students they do not apply for this examination because of GK. Welcome to Vision MBA. In today's video, we will understand how to prepare for GK section. Now, what is general knowledge? General knowledge is nothing but it is different than general awareness. Now you're going to imagine that yes, Ashish is going to tell us what is general knowledge. We know that. But do you know that there is a difference in between general knowledge and general awareness? And not just that, you also need to keep in mind that in CMAT examination, you will be judged on GK. You will be judged on the parameters of GK, not on general awareness. So yes guys, they are different. Yes, there is a difference. So you need to understand the difference so that you get the maximum in the GK section. CMAT examination or CMAT exam just general knowledge of a candidate, not general awareness. Now of course there is a difference in between general knowledge and general awareness. While preparing for the CMAT exam, people prepare for general awareness, but in the examination they are gauged on general knowledge. And yes, दोनों अलग अलग होते हैं. There is a difference. Now guys, let's understand what is it. What is the difference? If you know the difference, you can prepare accordingly, and yes, that will reflect in your scores in CMAT examination under the GK section. General knowledge is defined as general knowledge. Of course, it is defined as knowledge about a wide range of subjects rather than detailed knowledge of a particular subject. Now, you're going to find it quite boring. Okay, let me come on to the main point. General knowledge also means knowledge of incidents happened in the past. Now, in layman terms, in many coaching classes, they tell you that this is nothing but it is the static GK. That means it has happened and it's going to be there forever. For example, when we got our independence and when we got our constitution, when was the Second World War, when was the First World War. So questions like these kind of questions will be asked. Something that has happened, an important event that has happened in the past. In CMAT examination, guys, you will be gauged on general knowledge. Yes, so that is how you're going to prepare for the examination. Now, surprisingly, there are many students who prepare for CMAT GK section by reading newspapers daily. And yes, there are many faculties and coaching classes. They also suggest that you please read newspapers regularly for the CMAT examination GK section. They can't be more wrong because newspaper will prepare you and make you ready for general awareness. Now, what is general awareness? General awareness only focuses on the latest development and happenings of the news around the world. It has nothing to do with any historical events. Now, CMAT examination is going to gauge you on historical events, GK. Now, GK is nothing but static GK or static GK you call it, but then actually static and dynamic is not the right way to say it. GK is something that has happened in the past, an historical event, and general awareness is something that has happened recently. So you won't be asked questions that have been happened recently. So guys, CMAT has a GK section, not general awareness. Now the question comes, oh my god, how I have to prepare and what mistake I was doing. Now, important topics to cover for CMAT GK section. Now, I've already mentioned that if you read newspapers, if you go through the current events, it won't help you for CMAT GK section. So please, let's discuss the important topics that will help you for CMAT GK section. Now, about brands, their taglines, CEOs, head offices, etc. So you can go on Google, you can type in the brands, their taglines and CEOs of the important businesses. So questions like these are going to be asked in CMAT examination. Though this is the important topic. Business news relevant to major companies. Some important merger has happened in the past. Some important decision a company has taken or a blunder. So based on that, you will be asked or gauged in the CMAT examination. International organizations with special focus on United Nations organizations. Of course, you will be asked questions on that. International policies, agreements, pacts. So guys, these are all historical events, and in CMAT examinations, you will be gauged on the events that has happened in the past, the important events. Sports, in sports, your not the Nobel Prize, I'll say the Khel Ratna awards and other kind of awards that has been Olympics, who has won books and authors and related prizes awards. So guys, who won the Pulsar Prize, who got this prize, that prize. So these kind of questions are going to be asked in the CMAT examination. And then, of course, on politics also. How we can forget that? Now, Indian history and geography. You will be asked questions on Indian history and geography. Of course, that is something there always. It is there, it's a fact. About different countries, their currency, capital, and head of state. So you will be asked questions also on countries, their currency. Dollar is used where? Of course, dollars is used in many nations, not just the United States of America, but on Australia as well. They got the Australian dollar, whatever. And of course, capital and head of states. Now, not just that, you will be asked questions on science also, like Nobel prizes and stuff like that. Important days and dates. Yes, guys, this is quite important. So guys, if you want, you can take the screenshot. If you want, you can listen to this presentation once again to know, or you can pause it and write down the important pointers that are mentioned here in this video, so that you prepare for CMAT GK section. So remember, you do not have to prepare for the current affairs, but what has happened in the past. Okay, economy and budget. Unfortunately, people do not train students for this section or segment. CMAT GK section has 25 questions. And then, yes, this examination also got negative marking. So randomly, you're not going to attempt any question. So that's it, guys. I hope this presentation gave you an idea how to prepare for CMAT GK section in these last few days. And I'm sure you're going to get a great result. Thank you.